guided full body morning mobility session is meant to shake off the cobwebs and get you ready for the day feeling great. You don't need any equipment. I'm guiding you through the entire thing. We just have 11 exercises and we're doing 10 reps per move. Grab your mat and join me on the floor. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the bell for notifications, like this video, and be sure to come back to this mobility playlist for more. So these are some pretty basic moves to make sure. I'm going to start over because I don't want to say that people are doing basic things. Yeah. Coming down onto the floor, you're going to be in a tabletop position. If you need to put a towel or a bolster underneath your knees, go ahead and do it. We're going to be down on our knees a little bit in this. But we're starting out just doing a cat-cow because these feel amazing and it's so important to get the spine moving. So thinking about starting from the back, the butt, whatever you want to call it, and you're going to go curl under, think about nose to pelvis. And again, starting from the sacrum, really try to open up each individual vertebrae. We're doing 10 right here. And pull in. And the other way. 2. Really trying to open up your chest as much as possible. Keep that sway back as much as possible. And here we go for that angry cat. 3. Making note if your hips move really far away from being right above your knees. 4. 5. Inhale as you open up. Exhale as you bring your nose towards your pelvis. 6. 7. 8. You may hear some pops or some clicks, a little snap, crackle, and pop kind of action. As long as it does not hurt, it's totally okay. We're going to push back into child's pose, excuse me. And we're going to go from a child's pose to a plank on our knees. And I really want you to think about rolling your spine. So reach those arms forward and try to be loose like a cat. So you're really going to allow yourself to kind of roll as much as possible forward and back. So here we go for 10. Roll. Find that plank position. And then roll back, really arching. Press back. 2. Press back. Round that back until you come forward. And round as you go back. 3. 4. Rounding up and forward. 7. Squeezing your glutes as you get into that plank position. 8. Almost there. 9. And 10. Push back. Find that child's pose. bringing one foot forward by that hand. And you're gonna rock one hand on each side of that foot, rock forward. So you're really creating a beautiful, nice stretch in this back hip. You can make it more intense by lifting your hands off the ground. You wanna make it even more intense than just having them here at your heart. You can bring them behind your head and try to look up. Woo! And then you're gonna push back and think about trying to sit back on your heel. You may not get this far, and that's totally fine. Who knows? You might get there by rep 10. Pushing forward, coming up, and then lift the toes off the ground for this hamstring stretch. 3. Push back. Ooh. And again, you can reach your hands up towards your head. Look up to make it a little more intense. 4. Anytime you're arching that back, you'll find more of that stretch. 6. 7. 8. Just going to whatever feels good to you. It doesn't need to be like a crazy intense stretch or anything. You're just really trying to wake up the body here. 9. One more on this side. 10. I'm going to bring that leg back. Come back to child's pose and switch sides. My right leg is forward. Again, I'm going to bring my hands on either side. And you can always start doing a little bit less and move into more intense stretches as your body starts to let go. 2. 3. 4, definitely tighter on this side. This is how you can tell. I'm gonna try going upward. Oof. 5. 6. 7. Oh yeah. 8. 9. One more. I'm gonna go all the way up again. And back. Beautiful. Push back that foot. Come back down to child's pose. Take a breath. Coming up to that tabletop. You can curl those toes under if you'd like, or you can have them relaxed and plantar flexed. I'm going to start with my right side. Right arm reaches up high, and then I'm going to thread through. Bring that left hand up and around and try to twist and grab my inner thigh. And then release. Coming back, I'm going to turn to face the camera this way so you might see a little better. So again, reaching up, threading through, twist that arm around. Always make sure you're really steady with your head on the ground, shoulder down, before you let go of that other hand. Three Try to look up towards the ceiling. 4. 5. Any little pops or clicks that you might have are okay, as long as they are not painful. This is definitely my body waking up right now. 6. 7. 8. And if you don't reach for that thigh, just try to reach for the small of your back so that you're trying to look upward. Either way, that twist feels amazing. It feels like you're wringing out your thoracic spine. One more on this side. Coming back to that tabletop, switching sides. Reach up, thread through, and then twist that arm around. Acknowledging that each side is different, and it will feel a little different, and that's okay. Head comes down, shoulder comes down, and then I can try to do this twist. Just a little stickier on this side, and that's okay. Lifting up, reach up, stretch up. Exhale as you thread through. Inhale, twist around. Exhale, try to look up. And release. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, thread through. Twist. 5 more. This is 4. And around. This is also a great way to open up the shoulders as we try and reach up and get into this twist right here. You can feel how the shoulders trying to open up. 2 more. Reach up. Thread through. Last one. Oh, these feel so good. You will usually notice by the time you get to that 10th one, you feel a difference. Definitely opening up. Still in that tabletop position. Now you're gonna hold those hands where they are, and hips are going to move. So finding that nice, beautiful tabletop position, starting with my right hip, I'm gonna kick that foot out for a hip car, kick out. Open the knee, and try to bring my foot down towards my hand. This, you wanna have control here. You wanna try and not have your whole body turning to make room for the leg. And just do it. It can be much smaller. Try to lift that foot up off the ground before you lift and do that circle. 2. Try to lift the foot right from here. And you see, my foot is not near my hand. It's okay. Wherever you can get it to that is comfortable for you today, the more you do this and the practice of these kinds of hip openers, the better you'll get and the more mobility you'll have. up, and open that knee around. 3. 4. 5. This one will make you sweat. 6. 7. Almost there. Up and around and down. 8. 9. And 10. Switching sides. If you need to shake out your hands or those wrists, this is a little bit of time in that tabletop, feel free. Slow and with control, here we go. My left side, probably my angrier side, open up and try to tap down towards your hand. Lift that heel all the way up. 2. 3. So I'm not able to go quite as high as I open my knee on this side. That's okay. Still just practicing. This is 5. 6. And down. 7. 8. 9. 1 more. 10. Whew. Shake out those wrists. I'm going to stay seated on my heels. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can certainly come down into crisscross applesauce, whatever is most comfortable to you. You're going to reach your hands down towards the ground for a nice little shoulder, neck stretch, getting into those traps. So I want you to think about trying to reach your fingertips down to the ground. And if you are sitting crisscross applesauce, you can really try and push the heel of your palm into the ground. And then you're going to bring your ear to one shoulder and try to look down towards the ground, up towards the sky. Other side. Ear to shoulder, down towards the ground, up towards the sky. Other side. The practice of pushing the heel of your palm towards the ground actually helps you pull your shoulder down and engages that whole side of the body. You can feel it in your arm, you can feel it in your lat. As you try and push down, feel your core turn on. Making sure to be breathing here. It can be intense, so So you can always just relax those hands, set them in your lap, let them hang by your sides. And then when you still do this stretch, you feel it. It's just not quite as intense. And as with everything else, one side will probably be a little more angry than the other. Three more here. Your shoulder, look up, look down. Other side. If you find you're clenching or your jaw is really tight, you can do those little horse lips just to help relax even more. Other side. Now this next exercise, which is shoulder cars, great way to warm up the shoulders. You can do them seated. You can also do them standing. I'm gonna do them standing today just so you can see front and back pretty easily. So bringing your hands, I'm gonna have them in a fist just so that they're controlled throughout. I'm gonna have them start in the small of my back. And I'm going to bring them out, turn my palms upward, so that whole shoulder twist, and then bring them up overhead, trying to touch, say, the nape of my neck. And then come back down, twist those shoulders as they come down. 1, 2, 3. I'll show you from behind as well. Starting here, I'm just going to open up my arms, rotate, bring them to the nape of my neck. And back. Maybe you want to make it a game. For one side is going to go in front of the other, above or below the other side each time. Really engaging those arms. So making that fist really helps you use the muscles in your arm. 5 more here. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Shake that out. Shoulders should be feeling it, a little bit on fire. So now you're gonna bring your hands up behind your head, elbows are closed in, and you're just gonna fold forward. Bend those knees. Feel this beautiful stretch if you want. You can just hang here for a minute, but you're keeping those elbows tight to the body. Feet are maybe hip width apart. So your chest is touching your knees at this moment. And you're just gonna generally Roll your body upward. And when you get to the top, open those elbows out, look up towards the ceiling. And here we go, rolling back down. Nice, generous bend in the knees. Squeeze those glutes to come up to standing. Open up. Bend as you forward fold. Roll the body up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Head is the last thing to come up. Open up. And roll back down. Nice big generous bend in the knees. Open up as you stand. Three more. Open up. Just gonna do a little turn. Open up. Last one. And open up the body. Shake those hands out, release. Definitely feeling ready for the day. Feeling like now I can move. Nothing feels creaky or like it's really kind of stuck and stiff. Everything is just much more open and able to move. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know how you got on with this workout in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And make sure to come back to this playlist for more mobility workouts. I hope you feel great and I'd love to hear from you.